Let's face it, when Chevy dropped the mid-engine C8 back in 2020, it was like watching your quiet friend show up to the party in a leather jacket. The car finally had the layout of a true exotic, with the performance to match. And inside? Well, at the time, that cockpit, the angled console, and the cascading row of buttons looked futuristic, almost dramatic enough to distract from your date silently judging your driving. But fast forward 6 years, and what once screamed cutting edge had started whispering outdated. Now, for 2026, Chevrolet has finally done what everyone's been waiting for. They've overhauled the interior, and not just a little polish and shine. We're talking full-on renovation, like knocking down walls, expanding the living room, and adding smart appliances that actually make your life easier. Let me walk you through what's changed, and why this isn't just a facelift. It's a whole new vibe. You remember it, that ridge of tiny HVAC buttons that ran down the center like a mini wall between driver and passenger? It looked dramatic, sure, but trying to adjust your seat heater mid-corner felt like defusing a bomb with chopsticks. Well, Chevy took the hint. That wall is gone. The HVAC controls are now tucked just under the central air vents, right where your hand naturally goes. And the heated and cooled seat buttons? They've moved to the screen. Less tactile, yeah, but at least you're not playing Twister with your fingers anymore. It's cleaner, smarter, way less fiddly. The first thing you'll notice when you step inside the 2026 Corvette, that old 8-inch infotainment screen, out. In its place is a new 12.7-inch touchscreen that bleeds almost all the way to the edges. No more bulky black bezels pretending to be useful real estate. This new display runs on Google's Android-based system, so you've got Maps, Assistant, and even the App Store right at your fingertips. It's smooth, intuitive, and honestly, long overdue. To the left of the steering wheel, surprise! There's a third screen now, a 6.6-inch one, sitting just to the side of the gauge cluster, waiting to be poked and swiped like your phone on a boring Monday. It's not just for looks either. That's where you adjust your performance traction management settings, among other features, without having to dig through menu mazes or perform secret button combos like you're unlocking a cheat code. Chevy didn't stop there. The digital gauge cluster now stretches 14 inches across. It's massive and customizable. Want a small navigation map next to your tachometer? Easy. Want to see tire temps, G-forces, and what song you're pretending not to sing along to? Done. You can even set up different layouts based on your drive mode. So if you switch into Track or Tour, the whole screen reshapes itself like a transformer, feeding you just the info you need. It's functional, it's flashy, and it finally feels like a proper command center. One thing the old C8 didn't get right, the drive mode selector. It was a big, clunky dial hogging real estate on the console. Now, it's been slimmed down into a toggle switch, freeing up space for two big wins. A real, reachable wireless phone charger with a cover to keep your phone from becoming airborne on hard launches, and bigger exposed cup holders. No more flimsy flip-up covers, just backlit holders with Corvette logos that say, yeah, we know you're bringing coffee. Oh, and your passenger? They now get a USB-C port built right into their grab handle. Because, let's be honest, they'll need something to do while you're going full PTM Pro Mode. Yes, it's real, and it's glorious. In 2026, every Corvette gets PTM Pro. This new drive mode disables traction control and electronic stability control while keeping ABS and, for E-Ray drivers, front axle torque vectoring online. Basically, it lets you unleash your inner race car driver, but keeps just enough training wheels on so you don't spin into next week. And thanks to that new 6.6-inch screen, you can fine-tune it on the fly without diving into sub-menus or memorizing which button to hold down and for how long. Just tap, adjust, go. And hey, if you're enjoying this video, give it a like, will you? Remember how only the E-Ray used to have access to that cool performance app? Not anymore. Now it's standard across the board, letting every Corvette driver geek out over torque distribution, horsepower flow, G-force data, and customizable acceleration timers. You can even set your own target speed. Want to know how long it takes to go from 15 to 78 miles per hour? Go ahead, no one's stopping you. Tire pressure displays have also been upgraded with simple temp indicators, cold, warm, or hot. No IMSA level breakdowns here, but enough to give you a better sense of grip. There's now a new electrochromic glass roof option. Think of it like adjustable sunglasses for your car. Choose from full tint, medium, or low, depending on how moody the sun's being that day. Also new, color updates. One of them is called Very Dark Atmosphere, because apparently someone at Chevy felt poetic, or mildly emo, that day. You can also spec a red driver's seat paired with a black passenger seat if you want that asymmetric, race-ready Ferrari F80 style vibe. Higher trims, 2LT-LZ and 3LT-LZ, get aluminum accents in the cup holders. Small detail, but it's one of those touches that makes the car feel more handcrafted than mass-produced. And there's more where that came from. While Chevy hasn't spilled all the beans on pricing or full model breakdowns yet, they've teased enough to keep us curious. Blue brake calipers? Yes. Bigger brakes on the ZTK Performance Package with 10 piston fronts and carbon ceramic? Definitely. And those body color rocker panels? Available standard on the E-Ray, optional on the Z06. So yeah, a lot is changing. But what hasn't changed is the Corvette's mission, to give you the kind of driving experience that feels exotic without blowing up your 401k. No wonder the Zora has got everyone talking. Why? Well, I'm gonna tell you, so subscribe to the channel and then head over to this video.